Good evening. Welcome to the 59th Annual Deseret News and KSL Sterling Scholars Awards Program. My name is John Taylor, and I'll be your Master of Ceremonies tonight. And still suffering from the pandemic thing, I'm super excited still that we're in person. Yeah. Ah! Yay! And we're going to have a wonderful evening celebrating the accomplishments of these fantastic students. So, welcome to the beautiful campus of Dixie State. And I've got to be honest, there are probably children in the audience that are wondering what this liquid stuff is falling from the sky. But St. George is probably grateful that we brought some rain with us. But I hope you had a wonderful day on Dixie's beautiful campus. And here to welcome us officially is Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Michael LaCourse.
Well, thank you, John, and welcome to everyone. On behalf of the entire university community, we want to welcome you to the 2022 Southwest Utah Sterling Awards Ceremony, Scholar Awards Ceremony. It's really an honor and a privilege for the university to host this year's event, and we're really excited that you had an opportunity to spend some time on our campus today. I first, of course, want to congratulate all of our finalists. Now we know already that you guys are all really smart, otherwise you wouldn't be up here on the stage today. But we also know that being smart isn't always good enough. Smart people also have to work really hard. And they have to set big goals, and they have to persist through obstacles and hurdles that would prevent most people from stopping. So congratulations on your persistence, on your achievements, on your self-discipline. These characteristics will serve you well for the rest of your lives. Congratulations. I also want to thank parents and family members. Now, I have two boys myself that are freshmen in college this year, and I know over the last 4 years when they were in high school, occasionally they needed a nudge, they needed a ride, they needed some money. They needed something to get them over the next hurdle so that they could be successful. And I know that all of you here tonight, as parents and family members, have probably had to give that nudge occasionally or that resource that was needed to get your child to the next level. So I think, students, why don't we congratulate the parents and thank them. And finally, we certainly want to thank and recognize the judges and the organizers for this evening's event. I know many people have volunteered their time and their expertise to make this event possible, so thank you as well. In our society, there are many places and ways in which we recognize accomplishment. And a large portion of those are in things like athletics and the arts. And there are many opportunities to celebrate and acknowledge excellence. In my opinion, there are far fewer opportunities to recognize academic excellence. And so to have this awards ceremony as one way in which that can be achieved, we should all be very grateful for, and certainly our students should be grateful for it. Several years ago here at Dixie State University, our faculty came together to talk about what kind of things we wanted students to learn as a result of a 4-year undergraduate degree. And so this conversation lasted for a while, and they came up with 5 things. Now, I'm going to give you those 5 things, but they're officially known as institutional learning outcomes. That's higher education speak. But it really is 5 different categories of what we would like students to learn by the time they graduate from the university. The first couple are obvious. We want you to advance your knowledge in the discipline that you study, and then certainly in the general liberal arts and sciences. We want you to acquire the skills necessary to be successful in whatever professional career that you choose. But we also want students to graduate from the university who have personal responsibility, a responsibility as a citizen, and a responsibility as a professional. The next item, the next category, is we want students to graduate who have the mindset of an innovator. We want you to be able to think creatively. We want you to try to identify good problems and find solutions for those problems. And then lastly, and in my opinion, probably one of the most important of the 5, is that we want students to graduate with grit. Now, I'm not talking about the sand, of course, the grit, but I'm talking about the characteristics of passion and perseverance. That at some point in your life, you'll find something that you're passionate about, and learning to persevere through all kinds of obstacles and impediments to your success is something that has to be learned and practiced. And I would argue that the fact that you're all sitting up here today means that at least at this point in your life, you've found something that you have passion for, and you've persevered through a variety of challenges to win this award and be sitting up here. So congratulations to you on that. Now we need to keep up the work. You need to be tenacious in your studies. You need to have a mindset to grow, take opportunities to get hands-on experience, and seek opportunities to lead. We need you. Your country needs you, your state needs you, and your region needs you to continue to work hard, to succeed, to pursue success in the arts, the sciences, business, medicine, education, whatever it is you choose to do. There's a saying that maybe many of you know. It's by T.S. Eliot. It goes like this: in the end is my beginning. So here tonight, you're at the end of one step, but really the beginning of the next. I am certain that all of you here will move on to great things, and we look forward to seeing the successes in the years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. LaCourse. Well, on behalf of the Deseret News, KSL Sterling Scholars Awards Program, the Southwest Educational Development Center, and the Southwest Region Sterling Scholars Committee would like to say thank you to the Utah senators and representatives here today, and also the teachers, the school leaders, the event coordinators, the judges, the high school coordinators for supporting these students in their educational adventures. Especially the teachers. You guys are awesome. And we'd also like to thank those entities who have donated the scholarship money for the students this year. First, we'd like to thank the Larry H. Miller Family Foundation, Deseret Management Corporation, who's being represented tonight by Rick Justison, the Deseret News, and KSL, all for their sizable contributions. And now we'll watch a short video sent to us from Gail Miller of the Larry H. Miller Family Foundation.
Good evening, Sterling Scholars. I'm Gail Miller, Chair of the Larry H. Miller Group of Companies. On behalf of my family and our businesses, we congratulate you on your outstanding academic achievements. We're honored to support the Sterling Scholars Southwestern region. We recognize the hard work and the long hours you've dedicated to ensure your bright future while leaving a lasting positive influence on your family, your friends, and your community. Along the way, you've learned to persevere, to strive for excellence, and to serve your community. These are qualities that breed success and in turn leave a lasting legacy of value. At the Larry H. Miller Group, we believe there are many great things ahead for you and wish you the very best in your endeavors. Congratulations.
So without further ado, I'd like to present to you the school nominees from the 19 high schools in the Beaver, Garfield, Iron, Kane, and Washington County school districts. specifically English, speech and drama, computer technology, mathematics, social sciences, agricultural sciences, science, world languages, visual arts, skilled and technical sciences, dance, family and consumer sciences, music, business and marketing, and general scholarship. For the loved ones here tonight, we'd like to give you an idea of how we all got here and specifically the journey of the students. The purpose of the Sterling Scholars Awards was to publicly recognize and encourage the pursuit of excellence in scholarship, leadership, and citizenship of high school seniors in the state of Utah. The whole idea came from a man named Steve Hale. He was a journalist at Deseret News and KSL Broadcast Group back in 1962. And he wanted a way to focus attention on outstanding high school seniors and to provide scholarships from local institutions of higher education. Hale proposed the idea to Deseret News. They liked it. They took it to the Utah State Board of Education. They liked it. And so they decided to make the program. And they called it Sterling because they wanted to denote, like silver, it denotes excellence and purity. To be selected as one of these category winners from their high schools, the students needed to exhibit an extraordinary record of academic achievement within their respective fields, as well as illustrate proven experience in service and scholarship to their school and their community. Each of the participating schools ran their own nomination and selection process, putting forth the best of their schools to participate in this regional competition. These outstanding students came to us with their portfolios and endured today additional rigorous interviews composed of panels of judges who are community leaders and outstanding in their own respective fields. We're deeply grateful for the willingness of those judges and the students and the school coordinators for helping us put all this together. The families and nominees also need to realize that getting to this point of the competition is very admirable. It's also a direct reflection of the quality of communities that these students live in. Isaac Newton, one of my favorite scientists, once said, "If I have seen further, it's because I have been standing on the shoulders of giants." This occasion typifies this thought. We thank the parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts, siblings, teachers, coaches, mentors, all those who have sacrificed so much to lift these students up on their shoulders and to provide them the experiences and the opportunities to excel. Without you, we wouldn't be here. So tonight we'll be applauding these kids, but I want these kids to applaud all those people who lifted you up. Can you do that? Now, not only will the winners presented here tonight have scholarship opportunities at Utah's institutions of higher ed, but many have chosen to attend colleges and universities outside of Utah. Either way, adventure awaits you, and the world needs you. We need risk takers, creators, hard workers, because we need you to solve the problems of tomorrow. So, let's get the party started. We're going to begin with a musical selection. Now, each year we ask certain high schools to provide us a musical selection. Now, perhaps one of the students who will perform tonight will actually be our overall winner. But should the winner not be one of those that we pre-selected, we will get to receive the added bonus of hearing one more musical number, and so they're terrified. Can you imagine? You're sitting up there thinking, man, I hope I win, but maybe not so much. It'll be awesome. So tonight we're going to kick things off with Riley Ray Pollock from Bryce Valley High School. Thank you, Riley. That was magnificent. To present our first awards for the categories of English, Speech and Drama, and Computer Technology, we'll have Superintendent David Long and Board Member Lisa Carter from Beaver County School District up on stage with us. Our first category is English. Students in this category have submitted work from the following areas: creative writing, journalism, literature, and related subjects. The nominees in this category are Brooklyn Marie Rushton, Canyon View; Alexandria Shea Maxwell Arter, Cedar; Brinley Ann Alexander, Crimson Cliffs; Elise Lynn Olson, Desert Hills; Nia Burgess, Dixie; Mason Erdley, Dixie Success; Adeline Erickson, Enterprise; Eliza Ruth Dancy, Hurricane; Caden Judd Barber, Kanab; Brinley Lynn Wunderlich, Milford; Ellen Deborah Olerman, Parowan; Jalen Joyce Reeves, Pineview; and Brooklyn Ashley Reed, Snow Canyon. Now we have two Brooklyns. This is terrifying. We talked about this earlier. Oh, I wonder if it's going to be a problem. Our runners-up are Jalen Joyce Reeves, Pineview High School; and Miss Rushton from Canyon View. She was one of our Brooklyns. I thought I would just do her last name first. Our overall winner for this category is Elise Lynn Olson, Desert Hills. Elise loves and, well, she enjoys running, Can anyone love it? And cooking in her free time. She learned to read fluently at a young age and has been reading nonstop ever since. She is passionate about English and especially literature. She plans to study them in the future. Elise is very grateful that she was considered for this award and thanks everyone who's helped her get here. Your Sterling Scholar winners. And now you go back in line like we practiced. There we go. See? Aren't you glad you guys aren't first? None of them paid attention this morning. Our next category is speech and drama. Students in this category have submitted work in the following areas: debate, drama, theater, public speaking, or other forensic events. The nominees are Kim, Elise Roundy, Bryce Valley. Noah James Denhalter, Cedar. Ava Lynn Graff, Desert Hills. Libby Pike, Dixie. Kiara Nesbitt, Enterprise. Megan Sue Franson, Hurricane. Elise Claire Sarles, Penguich. Maren Renee Christensen, Pineview. And Jaden Wendy Jensen, Snow Canyon. The runners-up are Noah Denhalter from Cedar High School, and Jaden Jensen, Snow Canyon High School. The overall category winner is Ava Lynn Graff from Desert Hills High School. Ava found a love for speech, for advocacy, and activism throughout high school. A three-time nationally qualifying competitor in both policy debate and big questions debate, three-time region champion in policy debate, extemporaneous speaking, and original oratory. Two-time Utah State champion in DECA and placing 6th internationally in DECA at ICDC. In leadership and in service, she has been outstanding. Would like to hear it for Ava Lynn Graff and our other winners. Our next category is computer technology. Students in this category have submitted work from the following areas: computer programming, interfacing, networking, repair, construction, design and illustration, media and multimedia, or other related fields. That's got to be all of them. That's fantastic. Our nominees are Jael Clark, Cedar. Luke D. Fairbanks, Crimson Cliffs. Joseph Curtis, Dixie. Kale Shirtliff, Dixie Success. Tavin Frank Thomas, Enterprise. Caleb Henderson, Hurricane. Adeline Crockett, Parowan. Justin Worth Bench, Pineview. And Caleb Wade Steele, Snow Canyon. Your runners-up are Luke Fairbanks, Crimson Cliffs. And J.L. Clark, Cedar. And your overall winner is Caleb Henderson, Hurricane. Caleb loves robotics. It was there he was able to build and code robots just for fun. Caleb also is self-taught in 2 different computer coding languages and wants to grow up to be an engineer. Caleb loves to play soccer, and he could never live without any of the Star Wars movies. Any of them. Jar Jar Binks, seriously. He also has received a mission call for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints to Montreal, Canada, speaking French. I should say Montreal. Don't freak out, ladies. Let's hear it for Caleb Henderson. He actually wrote, "Don't freak out, ladies." He did. I'm not joking. I was going to edit it out, and then I thought, nah. We're now privileged to hear our second musical performance by Melissa Mabel Anderson from Cedar High School. Thank you, Melissa. Did you notice her accompanist is another student from a different category? That's how awesome these people are. Woo! Now presenting the awards for the categories of mathematics, social science, and agricultural science will be Superintendent John Dodds and Board Member Clint Barney from Garfield County School District. Our next category is mathematics. Students in this category have submitted work that documents their ability in quantitative reasoning along with their contributions and knowledge of this field. And they all said that they've never used photomath ever. Our nominees are Star Moon Beaver, Marty Jean Hepworth, Canyon View, Kate Penny Allen, Cedar, Jaden Theo Gwilliam, Crimson Cliffs, William Frederick Meyer III, Desert Hills, Glenn Butterfield, Dixie, Lindsay Lee Mickelson, Enterprise, Kevin Liu, Kanab, Ryder Jack Ambrose, Milford, Logan Douglas Evans, Pineview, and Zachary J. Rasmussen, Snow Canyon. Our runners-up in mathematics are Glenn Butterfield, Dixie High School, and William Frederick Meyer III from Desert Hills, and the overall winner in mathematics is Kate Allen, Cedar High. Kate is the classic middle child in her family, and her mom loves to joke that she was too tired to teach Kate how to read, so she taught herself at age 4 by watching the Letter Factory videos. She's always been a quick learner and hard worker. Some of her high school highlights include taking AP Calculus, Statistics, Physics, being the Math and Science Club president, receiving the BYU Department of Mathematics Distinguished Student Award, competing in the Nevada Science Bowl and State Science Olympiad, serving as a senior class officer, and playing in the Cedar High band for 4 years. She's also loved proctoring math counts, competitions, and provided service with Interact Club and Honor Society outside of school. Kate has also competed in piano festivals for 9 years and has traveled to Turkey and Dubai as an SEU student presenter and attended the Governor's Honors Academy. Let's hear it for Kate. Our next category is social science. Students in this category have submitted work from the following areas: American government, geography, history, economics, social issues, world affairs, and/or other related subjects. The nominees for this category are Annie D. McNeil, Beaver, Ashlyn Dawn Morton, Canyon View, Carmen Burns, Cedar, Heinz Cruz Kirchhausen, Crimson Cliffs. Tyson Dan Sturer, Desert Hills. Ruby Ludlow, Dixie. Veronica Ruiz, Dixie Success. Emily Ann Levitt, Enterprise. Cambry Beckstead, Kanab. Kaiden Johnson Davis, Milford. Kyler Lowell Bennett, Panguitch. Dalton Clark Wilson, Pineview. And Olivia Hope Jenkins, Snow Canyon. The runners-up are Carmen Burns, Cedar High. And Annie D. McNeil, Beaver. The overall category winner is Ruby Ludlow, Dixie. Ruby currently serves as the student body president at Dixie High School and has been involved in student government over the last 4 years. In 2021, she was nominated as the governor for Utah's ALA Girls State. Ruby has been an active participant in community service, volunteering as the social media director for the Southern Utah Alzheimer's Association. Ms. Ludlow was chosen as the St. George Distinguished Young Woman in 2021 and went on to compete at the state level, getting second runner-up. Ruby loves getting to work closely with her peers and is one of the main representatives for her school's Suicide Prevention Club. She is competitive in running, winning her age bracket in the Snow Canyon Half Marathon and 9th for women overall. Woo-hoo. She's lived in several places around the country, but she's loved growing up in St. George. Let's hear it for Ruby. Our next category is agricultural science. Students in this category have submitted work documenting their scholarship and achievement in the agricultural sciences, which include animal science and husbandry, as well as farming practices. The nominees for this category are Kelsey Lynn Topham, Canyon View. Cody Joeen Ovison, Cedar. Ashton Nicole Taylor, Crimson Cliffs. Kimberly Hoagland, Dixie. Cammie Cox, Enterprise. Zoe Isabella Blair, Hurricane. John Charles Reardon, Kanab. Cicely Jade Stevenson, Pineview. Amanda Charlie Spencer, Valley. And Melissa Louise Jessup from Water Canyon. The runners-up are Kelsey Topham, Canyon View High. And we're just going to go in order. Cody Ovison. And the overall winner is John Reardon, Kanab High School. Mr. Reardon is a hardworking top student and is set to graduate with his associate's degree in May. He exhibits great leadership ability both in his FFA chapter and in his community, being a contributing member in his church ward and a very reliable individual when the need arises. He took on the challenge, just as a freshman, to memorize the FFA Creed, recite it, and answer questions regarding it at both region and state competitions for his chapter, winning first prize for regions and top 5 in the state. Through his hard work and perseverance, he is on track to achieving his long life goal of flying for and becoming an officer in the United States Air Force. Hopefully to eventually fly for the agricultural aviation industry. Congratulations. Another neat note of these students, especially the agricultural science, I've heard they have the warmest hands due to animal husbandry. No? If you've been there, you know what I mean. We now get to hear our third musical selection. This time we'll be hearing from Madeline Marie Dutson, a nominee from Crimson Cliffs High School. That was beautiful. Thank you, Madeline. And now presenting the awards for the categories of science, world languages, and visual arts will be Superintendent Ben Dalton and Business Administrator Carrie Reese from Kane County School District. Our first category is science. Students in this category have submitted work from the following areas: biology, chemistry, engineering, physics, health science, science in general, and other related subjects. The nominees in this category are McCall Barney, Beaver; Jessica L. Monroe, Canyon View; Adeline Fisher, Cedar; Benjamin Allen Hawes, Crimson Cliffs; Frank Alexander Keat, Desert Hills; Nathan Larkin, Dixie; Adri Earl, Dixie Success; Madison Terry, Enterprise; McKay Michael Dorius, Hurricane; Emily Hope Carter, Milford; Katie Lamb, Pineview; and Ariana M. Dunn, Snow Canyon. The runners-up are Emily Hope Carter, Milford High; and Katie Lamb, Pineview. The overall winner in science is Adeline Fisher, Cedar High School. Adeline loves math and science, so she decided to attend STEM-based high school, Success Academy, where she has gained research experience. She completed a research project on removing nitrates from water using aquatic plants. The project won first place in the environmental management category and earned the Air and Waste Management Association Award in the SEU Science Fair in 2021. Adeline especially enjoys chemistry, and she received the top first-year chemistry student for their Chemistry 1110 from the Utah section of the American Chemical Society in 2021. Wanting to continue her research in chemistry, Adeline has joined a photochemistry research project at SEU, taking measurements on irradiated samples of dipyrals. Say that 3 times real fast. She also enjoys her creative outlet, piano. She's been playing for 12 years and has even adjudicated competition. In the future, she plans to major in chemical engineering and is focusing on medical or environmental research. Congratulations. Our next category is world languages. Students in this category have submitted work documenting their knowledge of any world language, including American Sign Language. Their language of interest cannot be their native tongue or what is spoken in their home. They must be prepared to write, speak, read, and listen in that language. The nominees are Logan Stone Potter, Canyon View; Elsa Bridges Christiansen, Cedar; Madison Danielle George, Desert Hills; Tanner Howard Cahoon, Hurricane; Wyatt Richard Brown, Pineview; and Brian Amistron from Snow Canyon. The runners-up are Wyatt Richard Brown, Pineview; and Tanner Howard Cahoon, Hurricane High. And your overall world languages winner is Elsa Bridges Christiansen, Cedar High. Elsa took her first Chinese class in 8th grade and has now taken Chinese for 5 years and participated in the Rotary Youth Exchange in Taiwan, where she intensively studied Chinese at, I'm going to say this wrong, but Tsinghua University, while also attending a local Taiwanese high school. She has given speeches in Chinese at several universities and clubs, performed at events for the Rotary Club and SU's Confucius Institute, and scored above grade level on the TOCFL exam. She volunteered as an English teacher for children in orphanages in China during this past year and volunteered 20 hours at the food pantry her freshman year. Elsa's aspirations for the future include a study abroad trip to Korea, humanitarian work, serving a religious mission, and attending BYU to study language, film, and international relations. Fantastic. Congratulations. Our next category is the visual arts. Students in this category have submitted work in at least one of the following areas: drawing, artistic photography, commercial art, mixed media, graphic art, painting, sculpture, and related fields. The nominees are Emily Costello from Beaver, Haley Ann Rollins, Canyon View, Spencer Levi Peel, Cedar, Tyler Richard Lukengay, Crimson Cliffs, Dre Halen Loudon, Desert Hills, Delaney Rose Staley, Enterprise, Sophie J. Phipps, Hurricane, Sophia Elise Zerflu, Kanab, Maxwell Johnson Benson, Parowan, Brooklyn Noel Jackson, Pineview, Allison Suzanne Alverson, Snow Canyon, and Terry Ann Musser, Water Canyon. The runners-up are Sophie Phipps, Hurricane High, and Terry Ann Musser, Water Canyon. And the overall winner is Dre Loudon, Desert Hills. Dre was born in Anaheim, California, and moved here a little over 2 years ago. She's been pursuing art since her childhood, but has just recently began to broaden her portfolio to photography, ceramics, woodworking, and large-scale charcoal experiments. I don't even know what that means, but it's probably not Dutch oven cooking. She loves to experiment with new methods and think outside the box. She's very honored to be a part of the Sterling Scholar Program. Congratulations, Dre. We'll now hear from our next musical selection, presented by Reagan Segmiller, a nominee from Desert Hills High School.
Sorry. You guys are you make people nervous, all right? Thanks for coming, but.
Thank you, Reagan. She is from Dixie. Couldn't you tell by the sound of that violin? That was awesome. And now presenting the awards for the categories of Skilled and Technical Sciences Education, Dance, and Family and Consumer Sciences will be Superintendent Lance Hatch and Board Member Michelle Lambert from Iron County School District. Our next category is Skilled and Technical Sciences Education. Students in this category have submitted work in at least one of the following areas: agricultural sciences, automotive services, automotive collision repair, cabinet making and millwork, carpentry, cosmetology and barbering, drafting, CAD, graphics, printing technology, law enforcement, machinist technician, CNC, welding, filmmaking, and other related fields. It's quite the potpourri. Our nominees are John Michael Ahlstrom from Bryce Valley, Quinn R. Ohms, Canyon View, Caitlin Brianne Prince, Cedar, Taylor Fielding, Crimson Cliffs, Ren Sawyer Woodbury, Desert Hills, Camilla Waite, Dixie, Treasure Elizabeth Phelps, Enterprise, Caleb Shumway, Hurricane, Bentley Jake Busher, Pineview, and Gracie Newby, Snow Canyon. Our runners-up are Caitlin Brianne Prince, Cedar High, and Quinn R. Ohms, Canyon View. And the overall winner for Skilled and Technical Sciences Education is Taylor Fielding, Crimson Cliffs. Taylor believes one can only gain pure knowledge and understanding through personal experience. Having a good work ethic does not mean life will be easy, but rather more fulfilling. Taylor is involved in sports, plays the harp, and has maintained a 4.0 GPA. Taught by her dad, Taylor completed 3 car collision repairs and restored a 1974 VW Thing. I totally want to see that. It's awesome. Taylor works at Accuform Plastics, manufacturing dashes, doors, armrests. Taylor has also gained some experience in welding using a CNC router. Taylor also produced and sells layered wood designs of cars on Etsy. Through all of her hard work and dedication, Taylor saved up enough money for a church mission. Taylor's now extremely grateful for her parents. They're everything to her. They taught her at a young age how to work hard. And this concept has shaped who she is today and will continue to enhance who she becomes. Congratulations. Our next category is dance. Students in this category have submitted work in at least one of the following areas: training received, dances choreographed, major performances, and dance services rendered to the school or community. The nominees are Delaney Joe Deutschlander, Canyon View, Ashton K. Giles, Cedar, Brindy A. Heaton, Crimson Cliffs, Lillian Isabel Barrington, Desert Hills, Sadie Duddleston, Dixie. Courtney Christensen, Enterprise. Millie K. Scholson, Hurricane. Camry K. Albrecht, Penguich. Mackenzie K. Madison, Pineview. And Delaney Snow, Snow Canyon. We have 2 Delaneys. Our runners-up are Brindy Heaton, Crimson Cliffs. And Mackenzie K. Madison, Pineview. And the overall winner for dance is Lillian Isabel Barrington, Desert Hills. Lillian has been a devoted member of her dance community for the past 4 years. She is a part of her high school dance company where she has been able to flourish in a creative environment and develop her choreographic skills. She also attends On-Stage Dance Studio where she is trained in numerous styles and is advanced as a technical dancer. She is a driven student and has succeeded in multiple academic and artistic accomplishments. Lillian loves to create and work with other movers. She hopes to someday be on a professional company where she can create, perform, teach, and work with hungry artists like herself. She's grateful for her amazing parents, family, friends, and mentors who've helped her get to where she is today. And she's excited for her future in dance. Congratulations. Our next category is Family and Consumer Science. Students in this category have submitted work in the following areas. One of them, child development and care, interior design, family living, food and nutrition, the culinary arts, clothing and fashion, and other life skills. The nominees are Caitlin Lim, Beaver. Now see if you can notice a pattern here. We found this out this morning. This was fantastic. Trinity Elizabeth Whitfield, Bryce Valley. Caitlin Elizabeth Riddle, Canyon View. Ellie Elizabeth Nacken, Cedar. We tried to get Sydney to change her middle name, but she... Sydney Verlin Pattison, Crimson Cliffs. Sarah Klump, Desert Hills. Kalia Roberts, Dixie. Noah Waverly Moyle, Enterprise. Angelique Brinkerhoff, Hurricane. Corbin Brett Gifford, Pineview. And Adeline Sue Ashton, Snow Canyon. And the runners-up are Angelique Brinkerhoff, Hurricane. And Trinity Whitfield, Bryce Valley. And the overall winner is Ellie Elizabeth Nacken, Cedar High School. Ellie has loved every minute at Cedar High, from FCCLA Vice President of Service to ProStart Culinary Arts to Senior Class President to Drill Team Dance Captain. For ProStart, Ellie attended a culinary arts conference as well as leadership conferences in both FCCLA, and student government. She also attended Governor's Honor Academy, and she's taken several concurrent enrollment courses. Serving her school and community through service projects such as the Utah Period Project, Wreaths Across America, the Teddy Bear Den, writing letters for care center residents, fundraising for a CHS student in need, and teaching young girls to dance have been Ellie's most memorable experiences. She plans on majoring in pre-med and minoring in dance. Go Cedar High, that's what she wrote. We'll now hear another musical selection from Tacey Mae Johnson, a nominee from Enterprise High School. She has a cast. You saw that, right? I have a PhD in biology. I'm not a medical doctor, but I'm thinking, you may want to x-ray that again, because she was not holding back. Our next category, or categories, will be presented by Superintendent Larry Burgess and Board Member Kelly Blake from Washington County School District. And our first category, yes, thank you for coming. And our first category is music. Students in this category have submitted work in at least one of the following areas: composition, vocal or instrumental music, and service to school or community through this talent. The nominees are Riley Ray Pollock, Bryce Valley, Russell Robert Nielsen, Canyon View, Melissa Mabel Anderson, Cedar, Madeline Marie Dutson, Crimson Cliffs, Riley Reed Fackrell, Desert Hills, Reagan Segmiller, Dixie, Tacey Mae Johnson, Enterprise, Bailey Shirley, Hurricane, Noah James Keeler, Pineview, and Kirsten Carter, Snow Canyon. Now, just as a reminder, if the winner has not performed tonight, you better start loosening up, because it's coming soon. The runners-up are Madeline Dutson, Crimson Cliffs High School, and Melissa Mabel Anderson, Cedar High. And the overall winner in music is Kirsten Carter, Snow Canyon High School. Kirsten plays the violin, piano, and guitar. She has enjoyed being concertmaster at Snow Canyon High School this year. She has received numerous Superior Awards for both the violin and piano from SUPAF. She enjoys arranging her own music. Kirsten is thrilled with the opportunity to participate in Sterling Scholar and wishes to express appreciation to everyone who's helped her make it happen. She's grateful for her family. She's particularly grateful for all of her music teachers along the way that have given her an enduring love for music. Her greatest accomplishment is sharing that love. Congratulations. That means we get another number. Our next category is business and marketing. Students in this category have submitted work in at least one of the following areas: business management, accounting, data processing, word processing, and other fields related to business occupations. The nominees are Benjamin Taylor Jensen, Bryce Valley, Aubrey Nielsen, Canyon View, Althura Lynn Campbell, Cedar, Dade Robert McDonald, Crimson Cliffs. He had to leave us, sorry. Well, not like the earth, but the environment. Alyssa Ann Garr, Desert Hills. Adam Tobler, Dixie. Kinley May Koopmans, Enterprise. Gavin Ray Garrig, Kanab. Paige James, Milford. Kyan Brickell Orton, Panguitch. And Natalia G. Cervantes, Snow Canyon. The runners-up are Althura Lynn Campbell, Cedar High, and Alyssa Ann Garr, Desert Hills. And the overall winner is Dade Robert McDonald, Crimson's Cliffs, who's not here. You have to be present to win, so I'm just going to pick someone else. Just kidding. Just kidding. Let me tell you a little bit about Dade. Dade is a senior at Crimson Cliffs High School and is the student body president, DECA president, and plays both varsity football and soccer. That's where he's at right now. One unique thing about Dade is he loves collecting things, from his sports card collection that he has turned into a thriving business to his massive Christmas village. Dade truly has developed a knack for collecting. Congratulations, winners. We've reached our last category, general scholarship. This category is considered the MVP of scholarship. These students exhibit exceptional ability in multiple areas. The nominees are Brinley Marie Clark, Canning View. Luke Matthew Roberts, Cedar. Abby Huddleston, Crimson Cliffs. Rachel Marie Brown, Desert Hills. Sally Sorensen, Dixie. Ben Fika, Dixie Success. Lakin K. Jones, Enterprise. Haley Louise Martin, Hurricane. Blake Ray Barnes, Milford. Zoe Aurora Oldroyd, Parowan. Luke Paul Iverson, Pineview. And Xavier Pina, Snow Canyon. The runners-up are Xavier Pina, Snow Canyon High School. And Ben Fika, Dixie Success. And the overall winner of general scholarship is Haley Louise Martin, Hurricane. Haley loves to learn. She dedicates much of her time to robotics and is grateful for all she's been able to accomplish through this. She enjoys volunteering her time to the STEM community, working with young students and introducing them to science and engineering. Haley has a passion for knowledge that extends itself in all areas of her life. She makes a point to engage herself in the wonders of nature, areas of technology, and in artistic expression. She is grateful for her curiosity and desire to learn and plans to continue making robots, creating art, playing the piano, writing poems, dancing, and doing chemistry on the side. Congratulations, Haley. We now get to hear our final musical selection from our Sterling Scholar winner, Kirsten Carter. Kirsten, you've got some proud parents. Woo. Well, to close this up, I wanted to point out a few things. I was teaching my biology class at SU on last Friday, and I had a lab, and we were showing them how to use a microscope, and I said to the students, well, you probably did this in high school. And one of the students said, nope, never touched a microscope. And I thought, how? How is that possible? And she just said, pandemic. She had to do biology online. She never got to have that experience. That's what these students have had to go through, a very not normal education. And you should be commended for surviving. In fact, 2 years ago, almost today, I was in Florence, Italy with 40 students, and it was right when the pandemic broke out in Italy, and it was new and it was scary, and we weren't quite sure what was going to happen. And the last day we were in Florence, I took a group of students to go see the Uffizi Gallery and the Academy Gallery, which houses the Statue of David. Now, I've seen hundreds of photos of the Statue of David, but when you see it with your own eyes, it is spectacular. And as amazing as that piece of work was, that wasn't the thing that caught my eye. As you head down the hall, you can see the Statue of David at the end, and it's just lights and everything. But off to the left-hand side was another work that was done by Michelangelo, but it was never completed. It was called the Atlas Slave. Google it. What jumped to my mind was that you could see the work that went into creating a David. Because it was unfinished, you could see the chisel marks and the rasping and where some parts had been polished and others had not. And it gave you a sense to how much work goes into creating a David. But I also found a metaphor in the Atlas slave, because it seemed like the figure was embedded in the marble and Michelangelo was just helping it escape. He was just uncovering it as if it's been there the whole time. And I thought, we're kind of like that. We're masterpieces in the making. We go through life, we fail, probably more than we succeed. We chisel away our flaws, we get pounded, filed, the rough spots come off, polishing like we just saw. Wow, that was fantastic. But we also need to remember that this process takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of patience and a lot of work. A lot of work by you guys, but these people out here were the ones yelling at you to practice the piano or to do your homework. It's all part of the process of just being polished. Too often we just highlight the victories and not the setbacks or the stumbles. And I wanted to point out where we had one of our performers stumble right at the beginning, and you handled that situation perfectly. Well done. Tonight brought different experiences for all of you, but all of you have a tale or two that I hope you'll keep in your hearts forever. You'll tell your children about the work that you put into this, the chiseling, the pounding, the blood, the sweat, the tears, and finally the polishing. But I want you to make sure, students, to thank your loved ones tonight for urging you out of your comfort zone. Thank them for the never-ending taxi service that they've provided you all these years, and the evenings working with you on projects and helping and supporting you every step of your journey. Take the time to take pictures with them, even though you don't want to. They want to, so do it. And write memories down in your journal or in a special place. This event is a great experience, but just one of the many, many more that are coming your way that will slowly lead to the creation of the greatest masterpiece. You. Congratulations. So with that, we say thank you for coming and thank you for your support. Drive safely and good night.